All right, man. Let's talk about Jamel Herring, man. He lost to Jermaine Ortiz in the 10-rounder. I didn't get to see it. I heard he got busted up pretty bad, and he retired after the fight. And so Chris Colbert had something to say about it because I didn't see the fight. But um, Colbert lost, and he had been trashing Jamel Herring before that fight. And he been critical about him. And like I said, like he won a world title. He did something in boxing. These young guys be talking all this junk like they done something, and I like Colbert. I'm gonna talk about his fundamental flaws in a minute. But so pretty much Jamel lost last night. He retired, right? So good guy in the sport of boxing. Everybody like him. You ask him to do, hit him up, he hit you back, do interviews with you, chop it up with you, and hopefully have a good career after boxing, happy life after boxing, with his beautiful family. But, like I said before, Colbert act like he just didn't lose to a dude on a 2-week notice who had like 20 draws on his resume. You know what I'm saying? And they said the dude wasn't even in shape. He said, you need to stick to your military service instead of boxing at Jamel Herring. Now, I don't know what his issue is with Jamel Herring. Is it that Jamel got a world title, world champion, and he couldn't win a world champion? Is it that he want to fight him? Because remember, he just called out Gary Russell, too. After he lost to Mark Magnacco, said we both coming off of losses, we should do it. And we all know Gary Russell hurt his shoulder, and that, he probably going to be out for a while. But like I said before, but to be consistent, he was calling out Gary Russell before the loss to Mark Magnacco. So, we got to be fair. He was on Jamel Herring head before all of this, which I don't understand what's the issue. I think he might want to fight him. He targeting veteran fighters who coming off losses because he coming off a loss. But after your last performance, you went out there and lost to somebody in the short that was turned around on a week or two notice, and he whooped you like that. I don't think you should be saying anything, player. I don't even think you should show your face. And he on social media like he ain't even lose. Think about that. He on social media like he ain't even lose. Like everything all good in the hood. Going with Danny Garcia partying on Instagram and social media don't mean he ain't working, but shit. That loss wasn't nothing to him. He probably don't think nothing fundamentally strong. He probably said, I'm just going to train harder. I'm not going to overlook him. And when we get the world title, then Al promised me a shot. But like I said before, it's still a degree of, no matter if it's 4 belts out there, it's still a degree of difficulty to get a world title. It's still a degree of difficulty. It's still hard. Ask Lubin, ask Colbert. It's still hard. He thought he was going to walk in and get a world title. And that's what happened when you pay somebody all that money too early. Ain't nothing to thrive for. All he looking for is the money. And technically, he trash. If you look at him, he keep all his his front, his upper torso, he keep his upper body linked over his front knee. And I really started to notice that versus King Tuggy. You got all your weight over your front knee and on your front foot, and you can't punch. He need to get somebody in his corner that can change that. You can't really move and be fast like that with your feet. He need a balanced stance. He need to be using his footwork and his athleticism to get in and out and side to side. But he's too busy critiquing Jamel Herring, who retired from the game, to work on his own self. And he getting there with Gary Russell, he probably beat the shit out of him. Getting there with Hector Luis Garcia, if he get the WBA, he come back and probably beat the crap out of you. But he out here speaking like his word is biblical, like his shit don't stink. Like he ain't just, at least Jamel Herring went on his shield. I heard, like, bro, you ran. You ran from that man. As soon as he dropped you, hit you with some shit you didn't like, you started going into survival mode. But you supposed to have a good word. Your word supposed to mean something. Everybody just clowning you, showing you getting dropped and you getting battered. Like, come on. Or maybe you just want to remember. I think he want to fight Jamel Herring. I think he looking for veterans coming off losses. That's what I think. I think he looking for veterans coming off losses. And I think he's just trying to get one fight. But Al Hammond don't let y'all cross that street. And Jamel Herring used to be with Al. I think people tend to forget that. But he went to top rank and Bob got him a title shot. And Bob promoted him better than Al was able to manage him. But it might be a couple more dollars out there for Jamel Herring. Shit, about If Bob and Al or Bob let him go back over to Al and fight Chris Colbert, it might be worth it. Might be worth it. Shit, even if you lose, you win. Shit. He ain't that good to begin with, because he got an identity crisis. He think he a power puncher, but he not. He not a power puncher. If you look at his style, all his weight is over his front foot. You know? All his weight is over his front foot. And when you fight like that and you leaning over, that means you better be a devastating puncher, and he not. You a good athlete out there. Use it to your advantage, but you know, if there's some money in there for Jamel Herring, I'm pretty sure the missus won't be mad if it's a good payday. Give my man a cool meal and go in there and beat up on Colbert. Or get Colbert respect at the bare minimum. You know, but you know, you got the Kettle, you know, got the, you know, people calling the Kettle black. You know, at least he went out there and took it on the chin. You went out there and started doing Run DMC. So, you know, and anybody trying to hear all that and hear from you like you done won world titles, or you done been to the top of the mountain and Victory Mountain, and you done did this and you done did that. You know? So I don't really understand, bro, these kids today, but I just think it's about remaining relevant. That's what I think it's about. I think it's just about remaining relevant. You know, I'm probably trying to get a Jamel Herring fight and trying to get that clout off him. But like I said, they paid him what, $400,000-$500,000 for his last fight. So Colbert, that's why Colbert, you know, that's why he arrogant, and that's why he don't feel like, you know, he ain't hungry for a world championship. You are already getting great world championship like money. You know, he invested his money the right way and stuff. So, and also with them New York City athletes, it's always something that's wrong in their head. Boy, Larry Brown, Stephon Marbury, there's always something going on with New York City athletes. It's just something mental with them, bro. There's always something mental with them, bro. There's always something missing. Sebastian Telfair, you can just keep going on and on. Saquon Barkley can't stay healthy. Is he New York City? I think he is, but hey, it is what it is. Check the Boxing News playlist out. Happy retirement to Jamel Herring. He might have to come out and put some hands on the old boy, put some paws on him on Colbert. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Financially, want to support the channel. Further want to support the channel. Find me on Linktree. Find my Linktree. It's the first link in the description. Find me on Twitter, Spotify, YouTube, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Anchor, the whole nine, Instagram. One link is first link in the description. Appreciate it. Comment, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Check out the Boxing News playlist for more videos like this. Let me know what you think in the comment section. One time for the one time. Peace.